What was that?
I was taking off my shades. What are you talking about?
Oh, you're taking them off. I thought you were going to put them on for a bit, and then we're like, that bit sucks.
That's what I thought was happening.
I thought you lost faith halfway in. Oh, you're trying to take the shades off as it goes on.
Take them off on screen. Yeah, right, we come off, yeah. It was just a little illusion, dude. A little magic.
Just a little goof.
Little showbiz magic, dude. Come on.
True.
Come on. We should just do stunts for this episode.
Just all active physical bits.
Yeah,
I'm
pretty
into
much.
it.
We're pretty tight.
Like what? What were you thinking other than sunglasses?
I was gonna like tumble or something, maybe stand on the table.
Any one of these, huh?
Ooh.
I was doing like that.
Dude, I went out to my see my brother yesterday, and his kid came up to me. It was the funniest fucking thing. He's like, "Uncle Matt, you want to go baby river?" And I was like, "What?" He said it like 10 times. Eventually, I figured out.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry.
My apologies,
I'm
gentlemen.
sorry.
My
You
apologies.
can take it if you want.
No.
Nick, go ahead, man.
No. We're done.
What type of phone is that?
It's a Note 10. It's not a bad phone. I don't do Apple. Can we move along?
Sorry.
It's not relevant.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
But yes, my brother.
When you get ripped jeans, do they give you one of those?
This is a top tier phone. This is a flagship.
I like it. I like its perfectly square design. It's nice.
This is much better than the iPhone.
What does it do?
I don't
Are we
care.
doing this?
No, I don't care.
No, I'm not a big phone
It's
guy.
perfectly fine. The phone's great.
Yeah.
Just go ahead. The phone's great. It's cool.
Perfect size.
We had a subject. I swear we had a subject.
Yeah, I was so my brother's house. He got the new Note 10. He wanted me to check it out.
Yeah.
No, it's totally. When people bag on phones, it's
I know,
it's just funny thing. Like, that's what you got. So I don't know anything about phones, so I'd be like, "What the fuck? Is this okay?" But yeah, so he came out. He was like, "Yeah, man, you want to go pee-pee river?" And I was like, "What are you talking?" But he wanted to make a pee-pee river, so he pees on the driveway now. He doesn't know how to hold his dick, so he just goes like, and stands there and pees. So apparently he was asking my brother. He was like, "Dad, does Uncle Matt have a bird?" My brother's like, "Hell yeah, dude." And he was like, nice. He was just like, he heard the answer and was like, awesome, dude.
He's going around asking who has birds.
He's trying to figure out. He's all about peeing on the ground, like watching it go.
I get that.
So now he's trying to be like, all right, I got a
stays
bird.
with you.
My dad's got a bird. So now he's like, anyone he meets, he's like, "Dad, does he have a bird?" My dad's like, "Yeah, he's got a bird." He's like, fucking right on.
Yeah.
Right on.
He's already discovering dudes rock chicks.
I mean, that's so exciting, dude.
Yeah.
When
It's
you're
real
just
boys
finding
rule.
out what a bird is, and you're like, whoa, he has one. You're like, yeah, dude, like anyone who looks like you has a bird. And you're like, fuck, dude. What do girls have? And you're just like, it's a vagina.
Something weird. Something gross.
Flaps.
You're not gonna like it.
Yo, but this just happened to my brother. I just think it's funny. Everybody's doing the cyber schooling now and shit. So they had like laundry. My niece is doing cyber school. He's got like a bag of laundry that he's trying to check if it's clean or dirty. And he reaches in and grabs like drawers and smells them. And the kids watching the cyber class just start like coming at him like, "What's your dad doing back there?"
No.
Because like he's just checking but it just looks
Whose
like
underwear was he holding?
his. Like it was
Oh,
his
okay.
drawers. Like
That was a question.
No.
I was like, that's fucking intense.
Nah, he's checking his like just that.
Yeah,
quick,
exactly.
like,
You smell the ass of them and see.
Yeah, is this dirty clothes or clean clothes? And
Yeah.
it had to live with that.
That's a tough test when you're wrong and they are dirty. But you're like, I'll just wear these underwear. Like when you get out of the shower, there's just underwear on the ground.
I
You're
do
just
it
like, I'll wear
daily.
these. Oh my god.
Yeah, I get like all up in them too. I'll like get my underwear and get like right up on them, and just, I've done it a couple times. I'm like, oh, it's like, what's the matter?
Yeah.
I'm like, I was just smell my underwear. It's like, how are you doing? It's on the ground. Yeah, if like they're on the ground, they're dirty. It's like, yeah, but I wore them. I wasn't like moving that much, so I figured I'd slip them back on.
I can catch them from a distance.
Yeah, really?
Well, usually I never wear them twice.
Do you smell
So it's
the
gotta
ass
be
or like
washed.
where the balls are?
The whole thing, if it smells like laundry detergent, it's good to go.
Oh,
There's
really?
a good chance clean, just out of wash clothing is just back on the floor in my room.
True.
You
But
know?
I was saying when you're smelling dirty, do you know?
You can hit it from a distance.
Really?
I'm
I'm
not,
like
like,
a dog.
digging
I'm like
my
a dog.
face.
I go right up in the crotch of my underwear and see it. I'm like, ooh, baby, they're dirty. Because
Yeah,
there's
it's
also
funny.
how dirty. Sometimes if if you put on boxers for like 5 minutes, they're gonna have a little bit of a funk to them.
That was a conversation this week in my house. My
Really?
dad was I farted and somebody accused me of shitting my pants, which
Happens.
I don't know why that always annoys me.
Really?
That one sounded wet. It's like, it wasn't. There's nothing
also
wrong. I didn't
nice-
shit my pants.
If
just
somebody
now.
somebody farts, it is nice, but you shit yourself.
Yeah, it is. It's a real.
Yeah.
It's actually a rude thing to do. I try not to do that to people.
But after you,
That's where you draw the line, Gillis.
I don't like doing that. To
Sure,
people.
that's-
If
that's
somebody
bad.
hits a good fart, I'm never like, "Did you shit your pants just now?" It's like a womanly reaction, in my opinion, to be like, "Ew."
you should be like no, and then actually shit your pants.
Oh, that one? That you could hear it. But no, Phil hit me with the "Did you shit your pants?" and I was like, I don't know who you're talking to. Like, I've seen your laundry.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever not had basically a diaper on.
Does he still wear? Does he wear whitey tighties? Dude, you can't.
Geezers and white tights.
You can't wear
all
them.
they do is shit their
I don't know
pants
how they
all
don't
day.
understand. There's different colors now, dude. They wear white underwear.
And that white tights just suck.
Yeah, they do.
They're wildly uncomfortable.
Well, after like 2 weeks, they become clear. You can see through them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
they're
and it's
nasty.
just, I remember even as a kid seeing the laundry.
Why-
You could see shit.
Why
think
won't older? Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, you think they were like the shit back in the day? Like that's what got ladies going, was just like clean whites.
For sure, it was like a
I think
white
that was
tee.
all they had.
Yeah.
That was the original white tee.
I think it was all they had.
What?
You don't think they had boxes?
No, I don't think they were like mixing it up back then.
No, they didn't. I'm pretty sure that's what I was going to ask.
You
If-
had
I
like,
think
you had
it's
like
one of those-
a tank top and fucking
Yeah.
skivvies.
It's like North
I think
Korea,
wearing
you had
anything
to.
other is
Yeah.
perceived as gay by older dudes. They're like, what do you want to wear, boxers?
True.
I think it's one of those things where like, nah, put on my whitey
I'm not a
tighties.
punk.
Yeah, exactly. Does he strictly wear whitey
I don't know if
tighties?
he still does. I'm going to have to go through
Boxer
my father's
briefs.
underwear.
Please report back.
I'm going to go through my father's underwear drawer.
Is there a dress code for a school Zoom? Like, can you go shirtless? Is the question.
I want to say a thing. This is a Patreon episode, right?
Sure.
All right, I didn't want black people to seem bad, too publicly. But like my niece's school, like they sent out.
You're
an
worried
email.
about that?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I got it. Yes. Moving on.
All right.
Is it really? That's like a weird. I never once think about what white people are thinking about anything.
You don't
I
have
say.
to. It's
don't have
it's
to.
like it's like a shitty hack premise now, but it is
course.
it is a feeling. But
So how do you feel about what's going on?
Is there like a
publicly?
Jedi council of black dudes that like make these decisions that are like, hey, this sucks.
all it takes is enough people to turn on you publicly once, and then that's
It's like the Amish community. You get kicked out.
Yeah.
I was going to make a bad joke. Never mind.
It's the Patreon.
No.
Oh yeah, let me hear this. Let me hear this take that.
It was going to be like Rumspringer.
I don't even.
Yeah. What? How
Never mind.
Oh, Wait. What?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. Keep going, dude. I'm worried about. I'm worried
you're
about
gonna
it.
do Rumspringer?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Thanks.
But
No,
they sent out an email.
clean that
like-
out for you. Put the safety on it. Go ahead. Hire
Oh,
McCusker.
that's so funny. That's so funny. Rumspringer for black people is like you go to college, go to a white college, try it out, and then come back if you don't like it.
They sent out an email. Her school sent out an email that was saying like parents, wear shirts, no roll blunts in open view. Like they were like real specific, but it was just funny to see. It's crazy
No rolled blunts in open view.
in open view. Just
What
like,
school? Where was this for?
What do you mean? Like it's school? Like not like the kids had them.
What
but it's
area?
Like parents.
Where is it? Reading?
Philly. No,
Oh, okay,
Philly, yeah.
yeah.
That makes sense. You got to worry about blunts in Philly.
yeah, it does make
Philly
sense.
blunts, yeah. It's capital blunts. They have it. Well, it's so funny too because that is such a funny rule. But if you go down to the store, like there's like a Chinese store right below this, they have the rules in there. It's like only 5 pennies. We only take 5 pennies at a time, which is such a funny policy, dude. Just be like, they had to have had a family meeting where they were like, I don't know, Dad. I think we take 10. He's like 5. Only take 5 pennies. just getting Scrooge McDucked constantly with like hundreds of pennies.
Homeless dudes coming in, picking up a Black and Mild just on pennies.
Yeah. It's so fucking funny.
I had somebody try to fight me before at a corner store because I was just high laughing at the people around me. But he was paying in change at the same time, and so his like insecurity about it probably kicked in. And I was like 17, just drunk, and I just hear this dude like yelling across the street, like just talking shit, like you don't want to fight me though, just talking all that shit. And the people I was with was like, yo, he's been talking to you since we were in the store. It's just like he came out to follow me, coming at me, and I ain't got it. Just that was it.
You didn't fight him?
Nah, he was nah, I didn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't fight people without paying with pennies. They have so much anger, dude.
Yeah.
Oh.
That would just be like,
it was late. It was like
up.
11. I was a child too. He was a grown ass man. Like he was definitely.
that'd be terrifying.
He's gonna take advantage.
Grown ass man with pennies.
It was over. I wouldn't be here. Fuck that. That was a life changing moment for me.
True. Any man with change is.
He was trying to come over that net worth, like cross the decimal point into $1 threshold, and it was like, I can't.
That's tough, dude. He's trying to jump into three figures.
Trying to be a dollar. He's trying to be a dollar.
Arizona on credit.
I guess one figure.
Yeah. Trying to get into the one figures, dude.
The one figures is a tough jump. Even though like it happens to like toddlers accidentally. They lose a tooth and they cross into his fucking world.
They told him the tooth fairy's coming. He stayed up all night. Like fuck.
That's why all those homeless guys have so little teeth.
You think they're just
Trying to get that buck.
true? Wait, what was the take that was going to get you excommunicated?
Oh, it wasn't the take. It was just the.
He was just bringing up the.
It wasn't a whole take. It was just bringing up the.
Philly Blunt thing?
He didn't want us to know that parents in black schools had to get an email that was like,
That was it.
put your drugs away.
That was the whole thing.
Damn, so it's that fine of a line.
Well, for my line's finer because of white girlfriend.
Yeah, you're handicapped.
White girlfriend. I'm publicly I have too many white friends now since I started comedy, and people notice. People have noticed. I was back home once, and somebody was like, "I know you be out hanging with your white people," and just like that, and I guess.
Yeah,
Aren't you the Paul King also?
I am also the Paul King. Thank you for bringing
What's
that up,
that?
Lemaire. It's just
Fat ass white girl.
Yeah, you don't know what a Pog is?
I couldn't hear what he said. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Please, I brought Dog Girl to the table.
You did.
Yep.
You really did, man. That was the first
Within
time.
1 week of being called a simp,
I
had her fucking leash in my hand, dude. Please.
I had genuine jealousy. I was messaging Lemaire. I wanted him to.
Lemaire saw her tit right away.
Yep.
In person.
Try to ruin my day.
He saw an in-person tit, an accidental
she
tit, which
came
is
in
the hottest
tit
tit.
out?
With a tit out, yeah.
Accidental tit, the hottest tit possible.
It was a great tit. It looked small.
Tit hanging out. It was fair. It was fair.
It's awesome.
The ghosties.
How was the? She had ghosties.
It's nice to see, though. It's still nice to see. In the middle of a game of Mortal Kombat, who could have
Wait,
ever
what's
imagined?
a ghosty?
Like where the nipples just like not pink or any color that you can see. Just a nipple. Ghosty. You love it. You guys love it.
It's like a snow globe. It's just like a transparent.
Yeah. It's not like we're, saying anything people don't know.
Yeah,
They can Google it.
damn, I never knew about that. So they weren't pink nipples.
It's like light pink.
It was like flesh color. It was like a mannequin boob, basically. Nice.
Basically.
Yeah, I've heard rumblings. I've heard some stuff about. I've heard Brittany talk to her friends about fucking white guys, and there's
Pink
concern.
dicks.
Pink dicks, yeah.
Pink
It's
dicks
like-
is a mean thing.
There's a
that
thing
gets
like
said
I
to us.
couldn't deal
But they're
with the
pink.
Yeah.
All right. You
Oh,
guys
but
want
why-
to start?
So is
you
a
wanna
rose.
start saying-
So is a rose.
Yeah. So is rose. You guys seem to be bragging about that a lot.
No, I'm just saying. Why does it bother you? It's like it is.
That doesn't bother me at all. But she said I couldn't.
I've never heard it said in a nice way.
I think if it was saying like,
That's
"Hey,
fair.
it's pink," I'm like, "Yeah, cool." She was like,
Yeah.
"I couldn't bear to look at a pink."
Nobody
dick.
talks about you guys disgusting purple dongs.
White people do constantly.
No, they don't.
Disgusting purple dongs.
Who talks
I've never
about?
heard about it.
We
Every homeless guy I've ever seen, though, the eggplant emoji is specifically for homeless guys' dicks. Every homeless dude has a purple monster of a dick. It is. It goes back to our theory. The smaller the dick, the more successful you are as a human. You're more driven.
100%.
Homeless dudes with just units.
Yeah, dude.
That's what led them to homelessness.
Yeah, you just clutch it. You just go outside and clutch it, and you're like, fine.
Yeah,
Sleep.
everything's good. I
You
don't
just choke
need a
up
thing.
on it, and you're like,
Yeah, like a golf club. You gotta link those fingers.
well, I've been seeing a lot of, actually a decent amount, like 3 or 4 people just pissing in public, like right around my house. And I think it's one of those things where if you want to flash your hog, but kind of like not get in trouble for it, you pee in
Fair
public
way to
somewhere,
do it.
like super fucking like, dude, there were so many spots this guy could have went to. and this was just like I saw it from like across
Yeah.
the street. I was like, whoa, fuck.
I was
palm rest. Not
Yeah,
like
it was. Yeah, it was.
I was just talking to a girl who's a librarian at the prison
Nice.
in my hometown, and she's a librarian. She's in the library, and I was like, man, that's
hot.
wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, these guys must. I was like, how often do they have their dicks out? She's like, all the time. Somebody will be like, hey. And I'm like, do you have to like press a button? She's like, yeah.
Does she
There's
just
a button
go-
on her desk. She has to press. I
goes,
know that's exactly what I said to her. To go, exactly what I said to her. Do you have to shush the guys jerking off at you?
That must be a nice.
She has a
beat,
button on a desk that she has to press for guards to come in whenever she gets dong shown.
though. Really?
She was like, the last time it took like 5 minutes.
Oh.
Like, I was like, that has to be so scary.
I mean, honestly, if you were just to be like nice,
Well, that's
What
what,
else are you
actually
doing?
brought up the purple dong conversation with her. Just
Oh,
had it.
so
I was like,
Nate's
they're
right.
fucking huge. Just purple dongs.
Again, you said, when do we talk about it? And then you're like, I was just talking about it.
Well,
True.
well, I've never said it in front of an African American, or as the census would call it, or as the federal government would say. No, but no, I was never like, ew. I would never like fucking fuck a purple dick. You guys get very discriminatory towards pink dicks. I hear that.
I don't think that's a thing.
I hear it.
We say it.
You have a brown dick for sure. Noah, you have something.
Yeah.
It's off color though. It's probably like a
It's
something.
You have like a
different.
nice.
It's ombre. It's a gradient.
You have a nice.
Yeah.
like,
It goes from like
mahogany.
darker, yeah, and then it goes to more pink towards the head.
Did you get circumcised?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why. You would have had nothing but a mahogany dong.
True.
that would have been pretty.
But
sick.
you made a pledge to.
You had a Don
You made a pledge to
Quixote.
God.
When I
Well,
was
you made a pledge to God, so now.
When I
you're-
was driving in here, I saw like a billboard for circumcisions. It was like Blood Brothers or something. Y'all never seen that? Oh, I'm saying it wrong.
Wait, you
I
mean
didn't-
against circumcision?
No, it was for.
This was for.
Oh no. Against. It
billboard
wasn't.
It had to
It
be
was
against.
no. It was against.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
against. It was against. Yeah. But it was
I saw one on the way here on 95 that was reminding you to vote.
like specifically.
It just
me.
was like, black guys vote.
Yo, did you see the
Brought
video?
to you by. Fuck, I forget who it was. It was a crazy company to be like, black people, you need to vote. It's like a billboard on 95.
Really?
Terra Vita Holistic.
Holistic. Yeah.
I-
Crazy.
It's crazy.
The-
I was looking at this billboard like,
What's that? What's that company?
It's a what's it called? It's a
a-
dispensary, medical dispensary, and they're
Yeah.
like, they're like, oh, Black Lives Matter. Also, vote for legalization of weed. Yeah,
well, that rules.
yeah.
But the
Like, that
billboard
was the
they have
billboard,
is just
yeah.
like, black people need to vote. November 3rd. That's what it says.
It's so weird.
I saw a video the other day. It was like the first like 30 seconds of it were just strippers on poles twerking, and then they go, "Now that we got your attention," and start breaking down how to register to vote. And I was very upset about it. Like it was
Yeah.
literally just like
Because you were tricked, or did you?
oh yeah, I got registered
Where was
right
this
after
on?
that. I got, I
It's
don't know. I think I saw.
online.
Yeah. Oh, you seen it?
Yeah. Can you imagine if you were in the midst of your 45-day no jack? How mad?
Oh,
you
you
would
jerked off to a.
just working one out,
Oh,
and then
you
it just like vote.
jerked off to
I
Democrat
done hit
propaganda.
46.
Fuck, I got tricked by Joe Biden.
I was thinking about.
Hi,
that.
I'm Joe Biden. Stop jerking off.
I
Listen
approve
up.
this message. Now knock it off.
I was thinking about all that shit the other day, just like how Bill Clinton, how his thing was like, I played the saxophone, and it never registered to me until now. Just like that was his like, look at me, black people, I'm cool
For sure.
Yeah,
But
but it was pretty cool.
I mean,
Yeah, but
how
it-
long do you think you think he was like groomed from a young age to like play the sax?
Oh,
when
you
did he
mean
become
like
a
part
sax-
of a like intentional thing?
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
Lauren,
you wanna be a-
can you like blow the socks
Like,
off of
son?
black dudes with a saxophone?
Yeah.
It's kind of it was kind of a dated tactic. That
Some
was-
strategist sat down and was like, look, you're from fucking Arkansas. They're going to hate you. you ever listen to any jazz? He's like, what if I got my dick sucked? It's like, that'll help. Yeah, that'll get you some respect.
Yeah, that I still can't figure out why the personality of a dude matters at all. Like they're like, what should we do with the war budget? It's like, you see that guy playing the sax? It's like,
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
Yeah, of
It's
course.
dude, it's total. I'm telling you, it's total Queen of England status at this point.
Yeah.
There's people who sit there and talk to me about it. It's just kind of like, we can't have him. What he represents is, it's just like, okay.
Isn't there a little, like, back to the holistic weed dispensary putting up a black people need to vote billboard?
Yeah.
Is there any part of you that's like, this is a little fucking demeaning?
demeaning, not just irritating. Like, because you see it. It's not demeaning.
It's basically a billboard saying you guys need to fucking vote.
It's not.
like,
It's not demeaning because it's not.
Start
new, though.
voting.
They've been doing that. They do that to black people every time votes come around. They'll have Diddy tell you, like,
Yeah,
do
yeah,
it or
yeah,
die.
yeah,
or-
yeah.
It's always. It's not. I don't know. It's just part of existing. Like voting
Yeah,
time.
you get Jay-Z and Beyonce, and
The
they're
vote
like, we
time,
love
everybody-
Hillary Clinton.
Everybody's like, it's like when you get yelled at to clean your room. Like, yep. Mom and dad are home. Every 4 years, they yell at me to get up and make my bed.
And-
And I'm sick of it. I don't
Yeah.
have to make my bed.
It's always and it is always the like liberal like Democratic people doing it, but
Yeah, of course.
But the thing,
The
that I was
Republicans
thinking
are
is funny is because like
You guys don't need to vote. Come on.
and I don't got no I don't care one way or another, but I do think it's funny that you got so definitely like right stuff is like it leans towards white things like white issues or whatever. To me, it's what it seems, and
Yeah, like getting money.
and yeah. Well, yeah, I'm not
Oh,
even,
stacking bread, balling out.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with any of that, but like I say that like most of the black vote probably does go to like the left or whatever, and it's
Yeah.
still close every year. You get like one whole group of people to be like, I'm fucking with you, and it's still like
Yeah.
that's how well the right speaks to white people is that you can get a whole group and still like it's 50-50 every time. It's
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, the
close.
demographics are changing. We're close to 50-50 white versus non-white in America. We're getting there, so it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Elections will be tight.
You got
But there's also a huge swath of younger dude in like 20, not even 20, in like by next election maybe. It's like
Yeah.
the kids who are like 18 now, for the most part, will all vote. Unless at least in cities, Democrat.
Yeah, but I think just in cities, you don't see. Never mind. I don't know.
No, it does. It goes. There's like a concentrated city, and then it leaks out in the suburb. It's like blue, 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 and then it turns like
And
kind
then
of
it's
like
a lot more like red for a long
Yeah.
stretch.
Yeah, a lot of land, but not a lot of people.
Yeah.
In the red areas.
yeah. It's fucking bullshit. It would piss me off if anyone told me like, "Hey, Matt," I'd be like, "What?
Yeah.
No vote." I'm like, "Fuck you, dude. Get the fuck out of here."
Yeah.
It's just weird. It's just weird. The whole thing's fucking weird. I don't know why they. 'Cause remember when they did net neutrality and they were like,
Yeah.
"Hey, we got to fight this," and then everyone's like, "All right." Everyone generally was like, "We don't want this," and they were like, "And it's approved." So, like, it's like, get the fuck out of here, man.
It doesn't
Like,
matter. Yeah.
They'll let you argue over bullshit, and then they'll, there's no real say. I really don't think so.
I hear that.
It's just like, dude, with the weed shit, now they're like, PA's like, "Oh, we're gonna legalize weed." There's like the state's out of money, so we're gonna sell weed now. And it's like, okay.
And a bunch
Sick.
of states. It's not even just.
Yeah.
It's all over.
I mean, it's sick, but it's like, okay, why are you locking everybody up for that?
and
fucking
they're not
criminal.
letting a lot of people out. You got to have like light work charges, like possession or something when they do. 'Cause
Wasn't that something Trump was actually doing kind of well? Wasn't he working on that a little?
Trying
Maybe, I
to get
don't know.
people out of jail.
Yeah, wasn't that what Kim Kardashian and Kanye were working on?
That was one of the things.
I think they
I
got
have,
like
That's pretty
8 people
tight.
out.
That's pretty good.
I have a conspiracy
Better
theory.
than Obama.
Obama.
Obama was locking them up and bombing Yemen.
I have a theory that Kanye was in debt, wasn't he? Right before that, I have a theory he was in
claimed-
debt. Trump was like, "Hey, mate," he was like, "Yo, I can bring you a good portion of the black vote," and then he gave Kanye a bunch of money.
Damn, he picked the wrong rapper though.
I mean, who
I don't
else?
think-
Who would have signed on?
Slim,
That is
Slim
also-
Thug.
No, that
Slim
would've-
Thug might have
True.
fucks with Trump.
Yep.
Was Slim Thug fucks with Trump?
It's that
Okay.
6'6" long dick.
I ain't no Slim Thug fuck with Trump.
No, he's from Texas. Probably, he probably does.
Oh,
Think-
all right. I thought
No, no. I'm saying if you were the president and you had to pick a rapper that would get the black vote, Kanye is too easy for everybody to be like, man, he's fucking crazy.
True, but
You need like a Jay-Z.
But Jay-Z's not doing it.
He's already been bought by the Democrats.
Who do you think
Yeah.
would be realistic?
Well, Jay-Z was already purchased by the Democrats. So,
yeah, dude, him and Beyonce came out, and then I think Cardi B, did as well. Dude,
Cardi B?
As soon as
yeah,
COVID
she like
came out-
interviewed Joe Biden.
Well, she did a thing right when COVID came out. She did a thing. It was like she did like coronavirus. Like she was-
Oh, yeah.
She did that right beforehand,
I can't stop saying that.
and that really.
Anytime somebody brings up coronavirus, in my head, I scream it like Cardi B. I swear to God, dude, it's a weird tick.
But yeah, I mean, she did that first, and then like I was looking at, I think I saw, Brittany was on Instagram, and she looked at Beyonce's Instagram back then, and it was just like 10 pictures of testing facilities, and it's like, why is Beyonce taking pictures of COVID testing facilities? It's fucking weird. So I think they get paid by people to do this kind of shit.
Yeah.
So it's like Cardi B get that. She did the coronavirus thing, and then she interviewed Joe Biden. It's like, dude, they get paid big bucks.
For sure.
Does they just go and they pick off influencers and they're like, all
Yeah.
right, we'll pay you because
Yeah.
you talk. How many people do you talk to? Okay, cool.
It's
you
like
do this.
Bang energy drink.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're like, all right, we'll give you 50 grand. Just hold it in this picture. I don't know who you would buy though, as a Republican. What's a good rapper? Bobby Shmurda would
You'd have
have
to
been.
free him.
But yeah,
Man,
Bobby
dude.
Shmurda went to prison in Obama's America.
True.
Trump gets him
Didn't
out.
he,
Trump got
didn't
him
he,
out.
Definitely. Trump didn't get out Bobby Shmurda.
Wow.
Stop teasing me.
Trump released Bobby Shmurda.
No, Bobby Shmurda. I think he definitely killed someone.
Yeah.
I think Bobby Shmurda's out though.
He is.
No, he's still
Yeah.
in.
I thought
He's
he was
still in?
I thought he got out.
Not till December.
Close.
Damn.
Okay, yeah, so he's
Close.
getting out there.
Damn, so he might not get out in Trump's America. Well, he will still be. It will still be Trump's America in December.
What
In
was
January
what
and
were Bobby
February.
Shmurda's charges? Weren't they Shmurda?
I think he. I think it was.
Somebody-
It was
think
like
it was
15. It was like 15 like charges.
I think it was conspiracy to Schmurder. which ironically is what they call it if you get shot at a Sheets.
Yeah, I think he got like. I thought he was like definitely facing like 25 years.
It was definitely supposed to be something crazy. I don't remember. I don't follow that shit once it gets too deep. I can't give a fuck about that.
Yeah, you shouldn't, dude.
No, how could you?
You shouldn't do that.
But you don't ever feel like you're supposed to, especially since you talk all the time. Like I should know these things.
oh, giving it. Eh.
No, I don't think me and Matt have known one thing
Yeah, I
we've
don't
never
think we've
talked
ever
about.
known a fact. I don't think we've ever
Ever
gotten
once.
a fact right. Ever.
No, I think we're very dumb.
I knew it was Huskies. the
Huskies
whole
is
time.
definitely wrong.
No, 100%. Has to be.
They're from Siberia.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's very far from the Roman Empire.
Are you thinking of Serbia?
I'm not. I'm just saying stuff. When I don't know, I just got to blend in confidently.
Hell yeah.
Huskies, just die on it.
True.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm genuinely concerned about. I think it sucks for black people.
Fair.
You can't step outside. What'd you do?
Under
Grab
the
him?
table. On the way up here, I told him, I was like, how about a better episode? And he was like, I know, I'm in my head. I was like,
Well, dude, that's great. That's the cross.
Man, Crick-
Knowing you can get shunned at any moment. Dude.
Crick is burying you. Crick buries you.
You say that every time you see somebody from back home and they see me. So and so's burying you.
True. Crick's killing it.
That's fine.
Barn Dog's killing it.
Barn dog.
The rest of the Central PA crew
Barn dog was
fell
flying.
off. Lemaire's chiming in.
Did Barn Dog tell you about the time he shoved that bottle in that guy's ass?
We heard about
He
that.
did, but I can't believe you're bringing that up. What a nasty thing.
Well,
that's
just-
what I can think about when I thought about Barn Dog. Like, dude, how traumatizing must that be to shove a whole wide end of a bottle up your friend's ass?
Wide bottle.
Wide end. No, just like
It was the
like
wide
just
end?
the back end of the bottle in his friend's asshole, and it just absorbed it. It's like, what?
Yeah, I
get it
remember
out?
that kid, too. I liked that kid. He was funny.
It was another comment.
Yeah, I liked
course.
him at first.
Of course, it was another comic.
I-
Beer bottle up his
I
fucking.
always heard that story, but I never heard it was another
I
comment.
believe it was, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember the exact kid.
Did he ever take it out?
I need y'all gotta tell me when this is over.
I don't think you know. Wouldn't it have been like right before
You
you
want me to say
guys?
his name? I'll say his
No, if
name.
No,
Lemire
don't
was
say
there.
his name.
If Lemire was there, then I would have known.
First off, I can't believe you just brought this up. And
Because we were
Well-
talking with Crick, and then
I was saying Crick's great. You're like, remember that fucked up weird thing he did? That's just Central PH. Right? Crabs in a bucket, dude.
Man, what a Brutus move, dude.
Crick. They saw Crick getting too much shine, and they were like,
Took him down.
"Shh." Yeah, but he did some gay shit. Can't believe you didn't do Crick like that. How do you feel about that assassinating Barn Dog's character?
Look, I'm not saying. I got nothing to say about it.
I think it was a favor. He told me about that, and he said it was like a favor for
He
a friend.
did. He did say
His
it
friend wanted
wasn't.
a bottle in his ass, and he's like, I got you.
Yes, that is how Barn Dog presented it. And anybody else, I'd be like, you were into it.
Yeah.
For real with Barn Dog, I think he's weird enough to be like, so I did it. He asked me to do it, so I helped him out. I'm a good friend, Shane.
Whenever it comes to Brendan, me and Brendan had like a love-hate relationship. I don't know if you knew that. That we were real tight, and then we didn't get along at all for a long time.
What was the schism about?
I think the schism was
got woke.
he got woke and he's sexist.
And he used to get like I used to like try to talk. That was it. That was like the whole thing.
Barn Dog got woke for like a year, maybe two,
Oh,
and
man.
it stunk.
I wanted, and they tried to accuse me of raping somebody, but not
Okay.
rape, being like too handsy with a chick. Before.
Sure.
And like I didn't know.
You should think about how you put that.
Yeah. No, I mean I don't even care because I didn't do
Yeah,
it.
they
The person-
accuse you of sexual misconduct.
It was a different guy from out there. I'm not gonna say his name, but you know him because he said colored about like on the phone to
He actually said, in his defense, he said,
he said the N-word.
no, he said the census word.
Oh, Nico.
And he was like, that's how it's, he's like NAACP. That's how it's. I'm like, all right, take it easy. He did it like on the phone with a pizza shop. I was like, damn, bro, what are you doing?
Why was he talking? What happened?
He got excited. He was trying to be funny.
Gotcha. So he was a comic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And
So he was part of it as well. I had to have been gone.
What
for
were we
this.
talking
I
about?
don't know
What
if
was
you
he
were
in?
gone, but I don't know if they were
Oh,
accusing
accusing
you
you
because
of-
you weren't woke. You weren't part of
Yeah,
that. Like,
I was
woke.
friends with you.
Yeah. So I don't. So there was one person who like one night went around. She went and like she had a fun night with a bunch of comics like in different times. And she told, and she told, and she,
I remember.
and she
Yeah.
told him the story about it, and it was multiple people and like messing with her that night, but the one that bugged him was me, and he started framing it to all the other comics, but like in that like woke circle, as like I had done something funny with her and I didn't.
Crafted a wicked spell in
Yeah.
a woke circle.
And,
so he was accusing you. He was accusing you of mishandling a pog.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah. And eventually Lemaire told me, but look,
You had the slammer.
and Lemaire told me like a month or two after. So apparently it was like going around like amongst a small group of people, like, yo, Nate's fucking weird with women. And eventually Lemaire was like, I gotta tell you. And then the girl who was about, I asked her one time at your room that you ran in Harrisburg, because we was drinking afterwards, and she was talking to me, and I was just sitting there like bothered by it, because I was thinking she maybe said something, and she was like, nah, he just got mad at one of them being me, and
One of the people she had fun with.
yeah, being me that night, and he's like zeroed in on it being me that by him. So,
Really assassinate his character.
I didn't say his name.
Oh, I thought
Not Barn Dog.
I thought
No.
This isn't Barn.
No. That's
I
not
mean,
Barn Dog.
if that was
Barn
it.
got wind of the sexual assault that Nate committed.
Me and Barn were real
gotcha.
cool at that. Like before that, that was like
I was
one
like,
of my
that's so treacherous, dude. I was like, holy fuck.
But me and him got cool again. Like once he like shook off the wokeness, he like basically apologized.
Yeah.
Like I was out of line.
I could
for
see,
a couple years.
I could see dudes falling into that, man, because it's like, you know, you start doing it, you're like, I'm probably gonna get some pussy out of this. We called it since day one. It was like people are just trying to get pussy out of it.
Yeah.
You know, it didn't pan out.
Yeah, and it's a combination of trying to get pussy and literally failing at comedy. So you need to have some self-worth in the community. So you're like, well, I'll just police everybody's politics.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, you can be that guy.
Yeah. That sucks. I think it's, you know, I watched it happen to everyone in Philly, and I think it was one of those things. I think it was that. It was like, you know, I feel good around this. Everyone kind of like accepts me and everything. But yeah, it was definitely like, I think I could, you know, shoot up to the top if I start spouting all this bullshit.
And also, I was amongst that. Remember earlier when I was talking about how like bullied you had to be like one of those like mean woke kids now. I was also thinking about, dude, imagine wasting your life being a comedy journalist. Like genuinely, like when you're on your deathbed, you're like, what did you do? It's like, well, I wrote down other people, like I graded other people's jokes.
Yeah.
And you
Man,
know that person loves
that's gross.
comedy, or at least they did at one point, and so they just never got to have that thing. And just were like, anybody that's doing it not how I want to see, or I just can get you in trouble. Like I know I can make it harder for you. It doesn't even matter if I like what you're doing or not. Like,
Or I can get a ton of attention by bringing your name up and saying like
a ton
bad
of attention
stuff.
for 6 seconds. And
True. Yeah, well, dude, I'm obsessed with the idea of like attachment right now and how you can have like, so you have a group of friends, and like you were saying, you get, you know, maybe a bunch of them got bullied. The idea of being like, you get like a little friend group when you're older, and the idea of being kind of ostracized from that must be too terrifying for people to handle. So they're just like, I'll do whatever, I'll say whatever, I'll be against whatever, just tell me whatever because I don't want to get kicked out.
It's a good thing that got shut down in our central PA group.
did it though?
Yeah, I didn't think people went too woke.
I think people definitely.
I feel like everyone that was woke was there and unfunny. Everybody else left.
Everybody else left. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's nice. I love how it's just like a dark Roman. It's like the fall of Western Rome.
Yeah.
All the woke comics just lay there and just rot away. We're on Zoom now. Check us out. It's like, oh, is there anything more fucked up than that, man?
Just a woke Zoom comedy show.
Oh, dude. That sounds terrible. Four of their, like, it's always their coworkers.
I'm gonna play a little song for you.
Oh,
And it's just like it's just an acoustic version of a rap song.
yeah.
I
A
watched,
ball with the ball, the bang, diggy. It's like, ugh.
I don't really mean this. It's a joke.
Yeah.
I knew somebody was doing one of them woke like Zoom Jones, and I was like, send me the link because it was at the beginning of COVID. I wanted to see what that stuff looked like, and there was one dude on there who was clearly he was bombing. He wasn't funny. I don't know how you can tell during that, but somebody in the chat was like,
I think if you're doing it, you're bombing.
yeah.
Yeah.
The only way I only do it if like that there are people who gotten paid to do them, and in that case it's like fuck it,
Oh, of course, yeah.
do it. But somebody wrote in the chat like, I wonder if you can tell you're bombing on Zoom, and he sees it and then he just gets real mad. And it's like, I don't bomb, I never bomb, and just see it, you know, it's like, oh, you must always bomb, like if that's your attitude. But
Dude, any of those, they're like Colbert was on for a minute while I was flipping through, and it's just fucking unbelievable.
Sucks.
It's unbelievable.
It fucking sucks. Watch.
Colbert fucking sucks. Dude.
Yeah.
He used to be the man.
The Colbert
He used to be
Report was
very
funny, man. Yeah.
Now he's
He went full like freak out mode.
yeah. They all went like, I'm a political pundit now.
Like a serious
Like
political
genuinely,
pundit.
yeah.
Yeah,
it seemed like they had to though.
Every episode, every late night show's like, black people vote.
But you don't ever think about what the others. I mean, I guess we're kind of close to it, but seeing that other side of it with whatever they're dealing with, like, yo, you better say this shit, or I don't know.
Say that. They literally say, "Here's your statement. We wrote it."
That's crazy.
Well, yeah, it's all in protecting advertising dollars.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. They're just like, oh shit, we're about to lose fucking like Budweiser, and they're like, just come on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty shitty when you think about it.
Yeah.
It's all good.
I mean,
It's all gravy.
It is tight to think about the traditional model of that and how it's just you get up to a certain point and people are like, all right, here's the fucking deal. We're gonna give you a bunch of money.
Yeah.
Cool the fuck out.
Y'all watch the
It's, like,
show
pretty
The
tight,
Boys?
actually.
Yeah.
Y'all ever watch the show The Boys?
I know what it is.
No.
Yeah.
So it's,
I was into the comic books.
is that like a nerd confession?
No, it kind of is. Yeah. That was the one comic book I ever got. Soder gave it to me,
The Boys.
and I would just read it when I took a dump. It was pretty good.
The show is dope, but that's kind of like what happens is it's like they're in the open mic circuit of being superheroes, get moved up, and it's like a shitty place where they can't be themselves. They gotta be like phony. I don't know.
Yeah, they have like PR and all that shit. Yeah. Shit's tight.
I might go woke. I'm thinking about it.
We should transition woke. If we get more Proud Boy accusations, we're going to have to go full woke.
Well, y'all got
Yeah,
accusations.
who's giving us Proud Boy accusations?
I was getting hit with some.
Really? Oh, you got attacked by
Antifa Twitter.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Well, they were going at Luis Gomez, and then the next, like,
So
in a
funny.
thread, they're
Well,
like,
he was
also
Proud Boy-
Shane Gillis.
He was Proud Boy of the Week, wasn't he?
He was Proud Boy of the week.
Was that recently?
No, it was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But
So you got drawn into a
I
Proud
got
Boy
dragged
story.
into a Proud Boy thing.
That's crazy.
I don't think,
It doesn't mean a single thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean a single. Like, I was looking at it like Antifa Twitter is, I don't know if I hate anything more. They love the MLS.
Do they really?
It's a theory I've had this whole time. If you're a strong enough MLS fan, you sympathize heavily with Antifa.
Really?
Antifa. Yes.
Just
half their
first of
fucking
all-
logos are Antifa.
Well, first of all,
Or
it's
MLS
it's
teams.
just an idea, bro.
True, it doesn't
Don't
even
be
exist.
hitting that
It's just an idea.
Hateful. So those people who were messaging, talking about whatever, trying to destroy you.
Yes. And
it's an
their
idea.
profile pictures were all MLS teams.
Why?
I don't know. They love MLS. Like the Minnesota Antifa group's logo is the Minnesota United logo.
It's weird.
It is weird. They love Gritty here. Gritty is their go-to here. The mascot for the Flyers. It's like, we're from Philly. We're fucking pieces of shit. Sorry, fascists. It's like, all right.
I had to be like convinced that Antifa was bad. It took Andy through talking to me. I was like, okay, I get it, but just the name just doesn't sound bad when you hear it.
Either it is
Anti-fascist.
pro-life
Yeah.
or pro-choice.
The whole-
A lot of people pick names for that. Either those Proud Boys.
Yeah, I hear you.
That boy seems pretty nice.
Yeah. Proud Boys seems like a nice group of guys.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying on the front end, I heard that and I was like,
Nobody has a bad name.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of aggressive.
What are you talking about? Bad name?
It's not a good name.
Pretty sick name. Pretty sick name. The Ku Klux Klan?
True.
Type.
Alliteration.
Sounds like a fucking Dave Matthews Band. The song Ku Klux King.
That's what's boring about it. It's not. It's got nothing to it. It's very
Ku
Ku
Klux
Klux Klan like that.
Is it Klux or
Ku Klux Klan.
Yeah.
You don't like that name?
No.
That's crazy.
I mean, strip away the meaning of it just phonetically.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound good. No,
You don't like it.
Forget about their mission and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Just phonetically, it's like a club.
Look, me and Matt are Catholics, dude. We can look right past that.
True. Yeah, they don't like us. No, that was a bone up on their part. We don't like Catholics. Catholics, they don't like us.
Hey, what? We have so many similar policies. Especially that one.
I didn't even know that. I didn't even
That
know
one
that
policy.
I didn't know that was a thing. They didn't like Catholics. They don't fuck with.
No, they
Apparently
really
not.
did not. Well, they don't like any immigrants. So for a while, they hated Irish and Italian
So
Catholics.
who is their Jesus?
Protestant.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah,
They're Christians.
it's like Thor or something.
Yeah, it's gay.
Worship Thor. Yeah.
Christianity, dude, just regular Christians can suck a fucking dick, dude.
Oh,
This is black guys and Catholics only. Right?
Yeah, I like it.
Yes. You get Irish and
Muslims and
Catholics.
Catholics?
Muslims rule too, dude. I came around. I went full circle on Muslims, dude.
Muslims fucking rule.
Didn't know they existed. 9/11 happened. Hated them. And then just time went by, and I'm like, dude, they rock.
They rule.
They do.
They rock and roll. We had it was like when you get in a fight with someone for a little bit afterwards, like, all right, bro,
Yeah, dude.
you're chill, you're cool.
Sorry about that dust up we had. Here's your fucking beer, dude. Muslims rule. We've always been very inclusive. We've always very openly been like, the Tokyo partners fucking rock.
For sure.
Asians rule, although the Chinese are getting a little out of control.
Yeah, man.
I don't know if I like what they're doing, but that could be another Muslim thing where I'm getting tricked into not liking a group.
Oh, right.
I could be getting tricked again.
Yo, China has been doing a lot of like.
Yeah, you got your ear to your ear to the ground.
No. I just mean. I've been
Here, hold
seeing
on. We
a lot
gotta
of-
gather some intelligence from Nate real
No,
quick.
listen. No, this is. I'm not.
Go ahead. Tell us what China's up to.
I've been seeing a lot of like anti-American propaganda that's like clearly from China, but it's geared towards black people.
Yeah, of
like,
course.
That's what
Where
I was.
have they been
Yeah,
doing?
there's like cops chasing a black dude.
Or they'll show something like that, or they'll show like they talking about us with our thing that's going on with them putting those people in concentration camps, and then they'll just show like black people in jail, or
Yeah.
there's a bunch of
You know who else did that? The Nazis.
What did they do?
The Nazis were very much like, I can't believe that's how they treat black people. Like, tried to be like, everybody that's doing something bad is like, look what they're doing.
yeah.
It is. What are you shaking your head at?
Because China has the most racist commercials. They literally have a commercial where they put a
Yeah, of
black
course.
man in a washer.
Yeah.
And put him with soap, pull him out, and he's an Asian man now.
Did that happen? Is that
Yeah.
a thing?
Yeah, it's a real
thing.
commercial.
That's a real thing.
Also, I mean, those commercials aren't as bad as what Nazi Germany was doing.
I mean, China's killing Uyghurs, so they're doing Nazi Germany shit.
Yo, we
Yeah, Germany actually had the washing machine.
They're just doing it in commercials.
They didn't film it.
Yeah. They had a bunch of laundromats throughout Poland. And it was not great. But yeah, it's funny to see other countries be like doing that, like putting out propaganda to be like, get the black people fired up.
apparently
Like, we
they-
need to instill civil unrest in the United States. Like, we need to fuel this fire.
That's what it feels like. They're this close. Like,
Yeah.
they're fucking this close. Let's get them.
They're trying.
Yeah.
Russia-
Everybody's tearing us
Russia
apart.
started the government gave black people AIDS conspiracy theory. There was a Russian operative who came out and was like, yeah, that was us. We did that.
Nice.
We started that.
Oh wait, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Actually-
just watch it. They just look for friction between groups, and it's like China's doing it, Russia's doing it. We're probably doing it to them, and they
Yeah.
just constantly flood with like a bunch of bullshit.
I hate to continue down a more serious path, but like that was like what me and Des were talking about, where he was like, I was trying to put him in the mindset of like an actual Republican voter.
Mm-hmm.
Like basically, I was using Phil as an example. I'm not shitting on Phil, but like Des was from Baltimore. He's African American.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Pardon me. Sorry. He's black. He's fucking black. Des is he's so fucking black. God damn it. But please forgive me. Please forgive me. But we were just talking back and forth, and I was like, well, Phil would hit you with if Black Lives Matter, what's going on in Chicago? Like, that's a common, you hear that. I hear that from white dudes being like, why are you spazzing about these fucking 8 murders versus that happens literally every single weekend. And I was like, how come they're not showing that on the news? And Des was like, exactly right. They're not showing it on the news. Mm-hmm. People care.
Yeah.
Like there's like marches in Chicago every fucking day.
Yeah.
The camera's just never going to be on it because everybody would agree.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
It's just a pretty constant division from.
It's the news, dude. I'm telling you, it's the news. If I didn't have the news, the COVID thing would have been came and went. A couple of my relatives would have gotten kind of sick.
Yeah.
For like a week, and then I would have
Not
been
known why.
It would have been a fucking flu.
Everybody's getting sick.
It would have been
Like,
absolutely
gotta-
fucking nothing.
Yeah, you ever get like a bad stomach flu go through a house?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a virus, just the whole family
It
just
would have
shits.
It would have just been that, dude.
It would have been
Also,
brutal.
dude, with if you think about a global pandemic,
Oh, I'm sorry. What are you fucking?
I don't know, man. Coronavirus is real, I think, and like if it's like
Yeah, of
going through
course.
the
of course
house-
it's real.
No,
It's-
because like I mean, like, but like what you're saying is kind of like downplaying like how serious it is because it's not. It's not like. Okay.
do you take the
I'm
flu
sorry, I'm
seriously?
excited.
You take the flu seriously?
Matt, it's not. It's the flu, right? It's the
Okay.
flu, right? It is the flu. It is a strain of the flu, which
No, it's
is
not. It's
true.
coronavirus.
It is a strain of the flu.
Oh, for one.
But, like-
Continue.
But like the things it does is not. It doesn't. The symptoms are flu-like, but it doesn't like hurt you like the flu.
Where did you hear about all this?
I read about it and
On
I
the
watched
news. If
YouTube
you didn't
videos.
watch the news, you
No,
wouldn't
I
be
read-
worried
I,
about this.
I do know two people who got it who were who said they were still like fucked up afterwards though. Like their lungs are still fucked up.
I had an eye infection one time. My eye was fucked up for 6 months. No one wrote a
I
fucking
think
story about it.
what Matt said is perfectly true because he said if you didn't watch the news, you wouldn't know
Yeah.
about
Yeah,
it.
you wouldn't.
I know
no one
what
would be
you meant,
freaking out
though.
about this. It'd be like,
Yeah.
yo, I had this virus. I'm still a little fucked up.
Like I don't know
I'm
too
fucked
many
up.
people who know people who died from it. You know what I mean?
I've heard of a couple people doing it, but it's like, dude, if you, in terms of again,
You mean like people's family members?
yeah, being like I knew
Okay.
they're older, but it was
Yeah,
like, in terms of a global pandemic, it's like if this was like 100 years ago, they'd have been like, hey, you know that disease that only killed old people? They'd be like, oh yeah, that's, you know, they could have just had people stay home who were immunocompromised. Like, all right, you can get paid by the government, chill, and whoever wants to work, it's like, yeah, you can just work. There's no reason to fucking shut it down. It was not that bad.
It's funny to apply that same logic to police brutality, though.
What?
And just be like, yeah, we wouldn't have known about it.
True.
We'd be like, what the fuck are they complaining about? Why don't they shut up?
Yeah, true. But dude, there was no
That was-
reason to shut down the whole entire country.
Matt, there was a flu like literally 100 years ago. That,
Yeah,
like,
Spanish flu.
yeah, it crushed us.
Yeah, we
It
know about
crushed
it.
the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was an actually bad pandemic.
That was because that was killing young people.
Exactly.
It
That
was.
That's a
No, it
jarring,
really was.
Yeah.
It's a jarring, shocking event. But when a disease comes that not even primarily, but
Matt,
like,
Lemaire just thinks he hit you with the Spanish flu for the first
No,
time.
I don't. No.
that,
He
yeah,
wanted
that's-
you to know there was a
Lemaire,
flu.
That's what's called a real pandemic. And then you have something that primarily kills older people and people with health conditions. It's not a pandemic. That's just a fucked up.
I can't believe you guys are
Virus.
fucking beefing like this.
It's it's like, dude, and if people are genuinely worried about it, it's like, yeah, dude, you should stay home, get unemployment, chill. I'm not saying
You better
should.
get ready to walk some dogs. 'Cause
I know.
Matt rules with an iron fist. Descent like this. See ya. Hit him with it, dude.
No, dude, I would never.
If
I'm too American, dude.
too American to fire people?
for sure.
What's more American?
Freedom of speech, dude. I mean, I hear what you're saying, Lemaire, but these are all talking points from the news media, which was my point.
I
Look up the numbers.
Man, I've been watching Band of Brothers lately. From now on, if you want to address Matt or I, you do need to say permission to. You gotta just go permission to speak freely. Permission granted.
I mean, dude, the other thing too, if someone was like, "Here's actually a set of numbers proving you wrong," I'd be like, "Oh, sweet, cool. That actually makes more sense." They're not out, dude. I don't see
Yeah.
them. They're not out. Half the cases of people dying had pneumonia, the flu, all this other stuff. If I'm misinterpreting it, I'll eat my
The
words.
problem with the corona stats is that corona is like they're compounding it with every other.
Dude, poisoning.
Yeah.
Lemaire.
Yeah.
But then
no,
you talk
yeah.
to people like I know somebody. My brother's like good friend. He's a nurse, and asked him before, just like
I hear you.
Male nurse, huh?
yo from North Philly. I said he came up, man. He
Damn.
did his thing.
North Philly male nurse?
Yeah, he's killing it. But we were fucking with him like
You would
Corona's
fuck me up.
like yeah.
Get your ass beat by a jacked nurse. Oh yeah, they are jacked.
That is fun. You see like
Yeah.
a male nurse with like dollar signs up his arm. You're like,
Oh.
what a wild story.
But just fucking with him like, yo, COVID's not real. He's like, no, it's real. I see it. Like, he's not an overly political dude. He's just saying what he sees.
I think if it, pardon me.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to cut you off there. I think what Matthew's trying to say, and I think it's getting lost in this conversation, is Matt also. I think he thinks it's a serious. Coronavirus is serious and
It's
real.
a nasty superbug.
Yeah.
It's nothing worthy of shutting down the entire global economy.
That's the argument.
That's what I'm saying.
Is he's not disagreeing that the coronavirus is real,
Yeah,
or if
people
it's
definitely came in, wheezed
dying
out,
from
and
it,
fucked up.
But,
But-
shutting down the economy is Matt's.
Yeah.
What say you now?
I don't.
It was, dude, if there were like tons of kids dying and shit, I'd be like, all right, we got to batten down the hatches, but it's
Yeah,
like.
dude, the kids are going to die next.
No,
That's
the-
the next.
Lemaire,
the kids are already with each
there's
other.
7 million
All the
fucking
parents
cases.
are getting COVID now again. You see, everybody in the White House got COVID. Most of the people in the White House got COVID, and they had to. They shut
Trump's
down
77 and obese. He had it for 2 days.
Yeah.
Okay, but
He
what
also
about the
got the
Speaker of the
best
House?
treatment, carried
What
on,
about
period.
that?
True.
What's her name? Kayleigh McVeigh. Is that her name? What about her? She got COVID.
She's not the Speaker of the House. You can get
She's
COVID. It's not
the
going to
Speaker
do
of the
anything
House.
to
My
you.
sister
But
had it.
here's-
Anyone can get it.
Yes, but my point is that the thing the
Kids
stop
have
of the
gotten it.
economy was to stop the spread, so it wouldn't like continue, so we wouldn't pass it along, so we could eradicate it. Nobody goes to work, nobody does anything, so this thing passes over us. But us being
Lemaire.
us, ignorant, and going back to do the stuff we did, we didn't care. We're like, we're just going
Oh
to
my
deal
God,
with it. It's
Lemaire,
gonna be
you
a
sound
new
like
part of
fucking
the way
Don
we
Lemon
live.
right now, dude. You're purely getting this from the news.
I don't watch the news.
Where are you getting all this from?
From what I look, what I read, what I see, what
That's
I
called the
read.
news.
But that's all any of the information we have is. Really, that's
Exactly.
just like people saying a thing, and then we go, all right, I will make that my truth. And that-
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But if you actually think about it, separated from all the stuff you read, and you just think about your normal reality, you're like, we shut down the global economy. Like, what the fuck did we shut down the entire? Especially if people are like, I feel totally comfortable working, and then if somebody is like, hey, I'm nervous, I don't want to go out. It's like, yeah, just pay that person to chill, let the other person work, and then it's like works both ways.
But then the people working going to be mad as shit.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
If I'm working,
giving people too much
If you
credit.
don't have to work,
True.
And I have to work, and we're getting the same money, or you're getting just a little less. Like,
Yeah, but there's some people that don't want to sit around. They're like, dude, I'd rather work than sit around all day.
not that many.
You'd be surprised.
Not many people would rather go to work
Eh.
than get paid the same to not work.
Matt, can I tell you how much money I got from unemployment for the COVID?
Mm-hmm.
I got like 10 G's from unemployment for 3
Okay.
months, and I didn't. That's more than I made like all of last year.
Yeah, that's a bad thing.
It's
a bad thing, Lemaire.
And that's the thing that
Shame.
I'm
Shame on you.
No, I'm not saying you're bad. I'm saying
No,
that's
no,
a bad. That's
yeah.
not a sustainable thing. That's like.
Yeah, and that incentivizes people not to work. And then people who see that, who want to go to work, are like, what the fuck? Why is he getting so much more money for being a piece of shit than, you know?
I hear what you're saying. It's just,
Yeah,
it's not
sounds like you're a
sustainable.
Republican.
I mean, dude.
Now you're starting to come around a little, huh? You get a little tired of going to work and paying for someone else to chill.
This is my final word. This is my problem. There's a stigma around discussing coronavirus because it became politicized. So it's like you can't even talk about it because people have been emotionally charged via the news and other, whatever it's YouTube or not. So it's like you can't even be like, well, here's the numbers. Maybe people should be able to work, or like, God forbid if your restaurant goes out of business, then all of a sudden they come out and see that like the mortality rate's really not that bad. And you're like, well, that sucked. My life's work is disintegrated because the news got people riled up around an election time.
yeah.
It's like, come
It
on.
did seem like we locked down. I would like to see where this is where I'm a little suspect of it, is where the timeline of when we locked down, because I was driving around the country when it happened, and we locked down. Like, we did shut down. Like, nobody went to a fucking restaurant. We still can't go inside restaurants for the most part. Like, shit was locked down for a very long time. We've been locked down just the same as, like, Western Europe, and they seem to have not be reporting the same amount of, like, did France and Germany just do it better than us? I don't know.
Well,
That's what everybody seems to say. Everyone's like,
Yeah.
well, yeah, France and Germany, they listened more.
Well, dude, it's like every.
I don't know.
No,
Did they,
it's-
or are we just reporting, or are we incentivizing medical professionals to report COVID deaths via incentivizing them with money?
Well, yeah, that's what you hear. You'll never know because the two will never bridge the gap. They'll just be like, yeah, they're paying. What did they say? It was like 25,000.
Or are we fucking around in America and getting weird with the numbers? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking bullshit, dude.
But it does. I mean, I'm worried about it, and I feel like on Sunday, I felt like shit.
Yeah.
Like after our shows Saturday, I was like, God damn, that was so dumb,
Hanging
so
out,
risky.
hanging out, fucking around. Yeah.
And I got to cut that out. No, you're off the tour, Lemaire.
Well, the problem, yeah.
What was Lemaire doing?
Lemaire, where was all this fear of COVID this weekend?
Yo, Lemaire will get me. I'm a mask up like whatever, and then I get around Lemaire, and he just has a blunt and just like, and I just cave. I just cave under the pressure of like
substances really fuel the spread of COVID. Dude. I get 3 beers in, I'm hugging, fucking, like, come on, get in there. Yeah.
Slingshot your mask, like I don't.
Yeah,
dude, I feel like every 12 years there's this like, dude, we had 9/11, and then we like invaded Iraq for weapons of mass destruction or whatever. That turned out to not be real. So now we're watching. 10 years later, it's like, all right, so what's the new plan? We did oil. Let's do global vaccines. Here comes fucking COVID. It'll come out in a couple of years that like, we actually maybe overshot it a little bit, and then everyone will be taking they're not even doing vaccines now. They're doing cocktails because they're like, well, people don't like the word vaccine, but they'll take a cocktail of like an experimental drug, and they just want to sell a bunch of bullshit to people. It's like every 12 years there's this massive thing. Everyone goes, oh no, they could never do that. They could never, the Patriot Act. Oh, they would never do that. They did all that, and now we're having like we gave up all of our data, and now it's like, oh, and you can't leave your house. It's like, that's cool and all. If kids are dropping and shit, but it's like, dude, you're gonna like get wiped out a bunch of. It's like, yeah, it sucks. It's a bad thing, but it's like you don't lock people in their fucking houses over this shit. It's fucking bullshit. That's how I feel. But
and you're entitled to your opinion.
Exactly.
But you're gonna sit around and act like a swastika is not cool. Swastika is a symbol.
Wait, how do we get there?
Nazi.
Oh.
You like Nazi?
Nah, not at all.
You don't think that's a cool name?
Nah.
There's certain names that are cool. Communist?
Yeah.
Comrade is cool.
Comrade tight.
I fucks with Comrade.
Yeah.
Comrade.
Commie's cool. Commie's like commie. Like it sounds friendly.
Don't let your leanings get involved. You see how
I'm not no commie. I don't lean that
I thought
way.
Comrade was cool.
But for me, Nazi can't. It has a thing. I hear it. It triggers something inside. It's like
Really?
I can't.
Yeah, what the hell is this trigger?
I took that too seriously. I looked at you like, what?
Yeah, no. I think worldwide consensus is definitely like, yeah.
Nazis are bad.
But the name can't sound cool
Not
to
a
me.
bad name.
Swastikas, I would say.
Swastika.
Well, the upside down cross is actually a very Christian symbol. St. Paul's cross.
Yeah.
St. Paul was like, I'm not worthy of getting crucified right side up.
Yeah.
Crucify me upside down.
So
Satanists
regretted that so quick.
Oh, I was thinking about that too, dude. I was reading this today, and you're crucified upside down. You're like,
Or he knew it would make him pass out. He was
true. But also, you wore a cloth, so that came up. So you're just dropping dong, just like weird dong.
Yeah, but
tucked in your butt.
underdong's not bad. If you had if I take it up from, because then it looks like it's going from the taint to the tip.
True.
So he was probably just like, if I'm going out, I want people to be like,
I might have had like a gravity-defied penis though. Mine would have been like,
true. You think there's
like when you do the scale, like the doctor's office scale, and it's like,
yeah. St. Peter went with an X.
did he really?
Didn't he?
St. Paul. St. Paul, I think, did. Is it St. Peter's or St. Paul's
I think
cross?
St. Peter went with the X, but
Did he really?
yeah.
they got to pick their crosses.
I think so. Yeah.
Peter is the upside down cross.
Peter was the upside down. Maybe Paul was the X.
St. Paul's cross. Yeah, I think.
St. George should be the X.
I don't know.
St. George, because that's England's flag.
That makes sense.
Yo, there's no way any of that's real. That they got to pick.
St.
their
Andrews
crosses.
is also.
I think they. I mean,
Wait.
No,
Oh yeah, actually, good point.
They're like, we're about
Yeah,
to fucking
I know that's St.
murder
George's
you. What
cross.
do you want? An X? All right,
And
we got you.
St. Andrews is the X, the white X.
Although they could have, I don't know. If you're sitting there about to crucify someone, he's like, crucify me upside down. You're
Crucify
probably like,
him.
I've
Crucify
done a lot
him.
of these. I'm curious if we can. You think we can hang this guy upside down?
Oh,
It's probably like, well, I don't
yeah.
think
Well, we've been lining roads into cities with crucified dudes. Why don't we mix it up a little?
Yeah. It's also a lot of work too, because then you got to fight gravity and like nail his feet up first.
Yo,
You nail on the ground and then lift it up.
Good point.
It's not like you're holding them up.
That's
like,
why I
stay
don't
still.
that's why I don't get to build things. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, God damn it, my thumb.
Yeah, you hit your thumb. You're like, this fucking hurts. This is gonna suck for you. Fuck.
I can't not see just like a line of the crosses, just regular, and then you're just going past where you're like carriage, and then just one is upside down, and you just stop. Like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah. Stop and you're like, dick.
Yeah. Half the time they didn't nail them. Most of the time that you got tied to the cross.
Nice.
So you just tie there and fucking stand there and starve to
Rope
death.
burn. Ow.
Yeah. I wonder how many of those did you guys. There had to be dudes slipping out of that.
Out of the rope?
That thing's going off. That thing's nuts.
What's going on? What's
This
going on now?
fucking phone. Can't believe that has vibrate mode.
This is a good
I
phone.
figured that was like a landline.
This is a top tier phone. No,
They get on the note, you get like Amber Alerts for like TGI Fridays. Apps are out.
Yeah, I hope y'all got some tech nerds who are listening. Like, good phone. I hope somebody.
Oh,
lets
I'm
you know.
sure. I'm sure. I don't give a fuck.
I'm teasing.
I always
joshing.
daydream about being cool enough to get a flip phone.
Dude,
I can't do it.
I wanted to do
I'm not
it.
cool
I
enough.
wanted to get totally off of this, but yeah, I'm the same way. I'm
It's
like,
a flip phone.
navigation though is like,
I know navigation
you
and
need the
Spotify.
nav. You need the nav and you need Spotify.
I need music and
you kind of look like a dick with a flip phone. You're like,
true, but it would be nice.
They got
Or it'd just be nice to leave your phone. That's the move.
yeah.
Just leave your fucking phone.
I've
And it's
been-
never that pressing.
No,
You can miss a phone call for an hour or two.
After
Dude,
I watched the Social
yeah.
Dilemma, I tried to just separate from it, and it's not as easy as you think, though.
No, I know it's not. It's impossible.
What did you do? What did separate?
I went somewhere and left it in the car, but then I just kept like.
You're like the kid in the documentary.
Oh, the one just went and smashed your joint.
Oh man.
Did you see it? You watched
No,
it?
I
It's
watched the
pretty good.
first couple minutes, and then it just anything Netflix makes, I'm just like,
True. They're getting sued by Texas, or they're getting
Propaganda.
charged by Texas.
really
Yeah.
Why?
Texas is charging them for child porn.
sick.
Texas is actually
cuties.
cuties. Yeah, Texas is
Sick.
actually charging them for it, being like it's in
That's
Damn.
it's revealing clothes on minors, and so Texas is suing cuties. Like they're gonna lock up the movie. They're gonna just get the movie and like put it in a glass
Yeah.
case. And but no,
Fuck it.
they're bringing it. I think against the filmmaker, the director.
That's
Man.
fair, though.
What a unfortunate turn for the left, for the right to be like anti-pedophile.
Yeah.
So you have to be like, no, pedophilia is not that bad.
Wait, is that what they're doing?
Well, the right has
much.
gone full like, we need
That
to kill
QAnon.
pedophiles.
Good call, but I mean that's
That
good
just
call.
sucks for the left, because everything you have to disagree no matter what with whoever else is
Yeah.
doing something.
Or when like they actually like I think they recently rounded up like a ton of like sex traffickers, and like CNN is like, yeah, don't run that story, and they're
True.
like, they're not fucking running this story. Why
Yeah.
are they running that? Because you're like that now. If you bust pedophiles, that's a point for the right. You know,
Yeah.
for
That's
sure.
I didn't know that was on.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, the right wing's like number one thing now is anti-pedophiles.
I knew that because I watched like a YouTube documentary on QAnon. It was super interesting. They also think Trump's like the guy behind.
They
it,
think
which is-
Trump's I think the right's turning on him a little. The alt right,
Are they for what?
the internet right. I don't know. I think because now
Fickle, that's a fickle
now
bunch.
the love of catching pedophiles has surpassed the love of Donald Trump. So like seeing that Trump was on Epstein's flight logs, shit like that.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I know.
What's
He hung
funny,
out
the
with the
saving
staff.
grace is up.
Yeah.
He's like, well, he chilled in the kitchen, but go
He
ahead.
didn't go in. He hung out with the staff. But yeah,
That's
that's
still like a funny thing though. I went there and I knew I just knew I only stayed in the kitchen. Like that's
Yeah.
a.
I
It's
mean,
like, I
poor
knew.
billionaires. If you have like 6 friends, one of them's going to be fucking a bunch of kids on
Yeah.
an island. You know?
true. True.
Yeah, like one of your friends sold like a fucked up vaccine to India. Your other friend just like fucks kids on an island. You're like, oh yeah,
Yeah, you don't gotta.
they're all right, guys.
Yeah,
They're fun.
And what do you
They're
do?
drinking buddies.
Yeah. One guy just blockaded like Tunisia and they all died. And you're like, I didn't know.
It's cutting the tea trade. The Sri Lankan tea trade.
What's funny too, the domino effect as a billionaire. You're like, yeah, I guess I'll like open up a thing here, and then like there's like
Yeah,
fuel some other thing that like
48,000
burns a country to
casualties.
death. And you're like, oh fuck, shit. How much we make off that? Like,
Pretty sweet. What do you want to buy? Nothing. I have everything. I'm just gonna keep fucking shit up.
the best of like when they brought junk food into Mexico, and just like Mexico got just fat as shit.
Yeah, they all turn into pinatas, dude. every Mexican you see, if you hit them hard enough, they explode. They explode candy. Yeah, they love the sweet treats.
Dude, you're just imagine if you're just chilling in the country and you know there's just not like there's not sweets like that, and all of a sudden they just they hit you
All
with
of a
like
sudden there's
Pop Tarts,
sweets?
and you're like,
Bro, Spain
Eh?
was like just getting sweets when I was there.
really?
2014 sweets were like relatively new to, like they still had candy stores where you'd go in and there'd be like a drawer of like gummy sharks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which was sick. That was a great
Gummy
store.
sharks.
I was in there fucking balling out.
Dude, remember going to candy stores and buying like gummy sharks by the pound? You just reach in, eat like 3.
That was actually the last time I was a thief. I was in Spain. I would sneak a couple of these like different.
You almost got deported, bro.
Yeah,
I
that's
could have gotten
crazy.
deported for that.
I-
For stealing one gummy shark extra. The guy had to be watching me like, yeah, obviously everybody steals like 2 or 3 extra. You're fine.
Yeah. The grocery stores used to have
Yeah, like giants
Nervously.
and shit.
The
That
grocery stores used to
Yeah.
have their bulk candy items. First thing, dude, I'd break away from the cart. Like, I'll be right back, Mom. Fistful of Peachos. It's like,
Yeah. Man, who eats circus peanuts?
ew,
wow.
dude,
Who
I
eats
didn't
those?
fuck with those at all. Oh, I thought you
was,
were
I
saying
thought,
you
yeah, I
liked
thought you were hyping them
No.
up.
Who out there?
pedophiles. Pedophile. That's the pedophile candy.
Circus
choice.
peanuts
It must
and candy
be.
No,
corn.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is out there?
I used to
eating
fuck
those?
with remember the jar, like the wax jars of just like sugary liquid you'd
Loved
bite
it.
into and suck
Yeah.
them out. That shit fucking
We've
ruled.
discussed this.
Shit fucking
We've
ruled.
discussed this. You're
Yeah.
one of the only other people I've known that brings those up.
I used to
Those
go-
things fucking rule.
Let's go to my uncle's house and he gave me
Chew,
like 4 of
chew
them.
on the fucking
weren't
wax.
that great. Y'all
Chew on the
hyping them up
wax
a
when
little
you're
bit
done.
too much right
No, I think I was just excited to have a miniature bottle that you could
That's
bite
what I'm
out.
saying. The candy
Yeah.
cigarettes. I was big. I had
Candy
a
cigarettes were the
nasty
shit.
candy cigarette habit. Dude.
Yeah, you were addicted. Did get Nicorette.
That's what chiclets are.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Hell yeah.
Man, I can't. Lemaire, I've never seen you this heated. I guess this is what happens when you're not high off your ass during the podcast.
True.
You actually have something.
I like it. I like it, honestly.
Yeah, the first
I
time
like
you're
when
not-
there's fire.
Blacked out on weed.
I definitely won the debate.
You won the debate.
I definitely think I won
Matt's
the
right.
debate.
Back. It's all not real. You're a
Cool with
bitch.
this shit.
What's the best anime? Yu-Gi-Oh.
I'm watching God of High School right now. It's pretty sick.
What's it called?
Fuck.
God of High School.
God of High School. What's that
Stein
about me? I was gonna high five you, but I know you're a bitch and you would leave me out to dry. I literally went.
Dude, the levels of
What's that about me?
dude, the mistrust between you guys is
Well,
so
it's
fucking
because it's
funny.
all his mistrust. I'm perfectly.
But it's not nothing direct. It's not.
I'd be so happy to give him a high five.
It's not-
on a joke. If he had a good joke,
yeah.
I'd be big if. We're waiting. Better hurry up. This episode's almost over. Better sneak one in at the buzzer.
Nah.
It'll be like Doug Flutie versus Miami. That'll be your good joke of the day. Just to drop back fucking. Holy shit! He caught it.
So you going to California tomorrow?
You're going to California
Vacation,
tomorrow?
yeah.
You left that out?
Yeah, I'm going to California, bro.
Damn. What are you doing
Oh,
out
vacay.
there?
I'm just chilling, my boy. Bringing
Oh,
the whole
going out to see
family
your
out.
bro. Bringing your children.
Well, I'm starting the long process of trying to convince Brittany to move to California when we're like 60. You know,
You might want to speed that up. Move earlier.
I think,
Although I think
why
California's
60?
fucked.
so I can start grounding because salt water conducts a lot more electricity.
Oh, man.
it's great grounding. It's a great. But yeah, so I want to ground. You ever been to You ever been out to Orange County, California?
Yeah.
Out there?
Nah, never.
So fucking nice, dude.
California rules,
Awesome.
but I think you get over the weather pretty quick.
For sure, become.
And then
well,
you're just stuck
And
with
then when you're
fucking
60, the
complete
earthquakes are
twats.
going to be nuts.
Dude, I wish I died in an earthquake when I was 60. That'd be fucking. If the earth just swallowed me up,
It's not going to swallow you up. Your just house falls on you.
Yeah, that's it.
I'll count that.
It's not like the earth opens.
I'll probably be living in an adobo by then, so
True.
it's like a geometric.
I guess
dome
that's
made
why
of
they
mud.
always had fucking. Oh, I thought you were talking about Japanese houses.
Oh, like dude, those things rule.
Yeah, that's why they always had paper walls, just in case there was an earthquake.
You just bust out.
Yeah.
Well, it suck when you're sleeping and you're like, I guess like when you have a burglar, so you're like paper's just ripping. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah, I guess they must have not had much wind
Or they never
or
read
rain.
Yeah, or read the story of the big bad wolf, dude.
I don't think they got that.
He just ate everybody. That
yeah.
was sweet.
Just busting through the paper, just fucking up kids.
Damn, an intruder would break in your house, so just a sprint through a wall. Like, you be sitting there watching TV, and dude would just explode through the wall. Like a high school football team would run through accidentally.
I mean, you think kids ever did that? Like, yo, just go fuck up somebody's house.
for sure.
And just
No,
walk
because they'd
busting.
probably chop your head off in the samurai days.
True.
If you like broke somebody's paper wall, it was definitely the Shogun coming.
I don't think the paper walls were outside, which is funny. I think the interiors were the
that
paper.
was the interior. That makes sense.
Yeah. But if the paper walls were
Fair enough.
outside, people would definitely be catching rocks at
Paper
night.
walls are so erotic, though.
Throw a rock. Paper walls erotic.
It's so erotic to live
They
behind
must
paper
have got
walls.
so must have been so hard to hide a dump from a new bay back then.
Oh, I mean,
A
impossible.
paper wall.
First of all, you could be
There's
like,
no toilet. You just have to shit on do like a hole in the floor.
and like her parents were there watching the date, so you just had to shit in front of her whole family. her feet were like tied to her ankles to like train the man.
Yeah.
Yeah, shitting in a hole, and her
You're
family's
just
like
squatting
"This is
over
great.
a hole.
This is
They were,
great.
They were judging the size. He can't provide. Like he's just.
No, they
Wasn't
used to
it
tie women's.
picked?
They used to tie women's feet, dude.
That was picked. Miami knocked it down. Doug Flutie. No Heisman.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Nah.
Oh man.
I'll get one.
Yeah, although we do have windows, you'd think people would be breaking those more as a prank.
True.
But
There's risk. There's
never
some
did
risk.
that. Never did that.
I used to break windows when I was little.
Not like of a house. That's funny.
We used to hide in the
We
woods.
used to hit golf balls at houses.
Yeah.
Occasionally that would happen,
I just
but
hit-
never intentionally.
I just
like-
hit golf balls at a school.
Yes.
I would go to my cousin's house in the summer and hit them at the school. And then we had, there was new, that was, dude, you would hit, it was so satisfying. You would hit them.
Yeah.
They would bounce on the basketball court and then they'd bounce and go, boom, and rocket towards the school. And you would just go, plunk, and it was pop a little hole in the window. It was like, oh.
That's awesome.
But we had, they were building new developments near, like, I moved out, me and my cousin moved out on that piece of land. All of us had the compound and we were like 13, 14 by then.
Bro.
And they just started building everywhere. So they would set like it was so fucking shitty. They would set a large window. Like you'd have like a carpenter just like, all right, like a big like living room exterior window looking out at the backyard, like 3 people holding this thing up. They're like this big. And we would wait till they set it and like one kid would just run up with a rock and just go and just we would
Oh
run into
my
the woods.
God.
So shitty, dude.
Yeah, that's like what it was like settling in the New World.
Yeah, for real.
Like Jamestown, they were trying to build a fort, and like 3 dudes would run out of the woods and like knock it down. And be like, God damn it, dude.
There was a demo house, and we went in there. We were like 13, and they were like, "Oh, we want to check out the demo house," and they were like, "Okay, I guess."
Yeah.
So my cousin went in. They had a fake model toilet, and he shit. There's no water. And he shit in it.
Damn. I feel like they don't build houses anymore. When I was a kid, it was just.
Oh, dude.
All I remember being 12 and 13 was going through construction.
Yeah.
And like
'cause of where
hitting
you
golf
lived.
balls at houses. All we did was hit golf balls at houses. And it is because of where we lived, for sure. The suburbs, when we were probably
Yeah.
like 12 or 13, blew up.
Yeah.
With like housing.
It's like the city now. The city's blowing up with houses.
It really is.
If I was a
Man.
little kid, grew up in the city right now, I'd be fucking destroing shit.
Destroying all these new
so
houses.
fun.
They'd have you on
Destroying.
camera though, follow you all the way home.
Yeah,
that's what
and you'd
sucks,
be
man.
considered a hero. All you'd have to be like is, I just don't like gentrifiers.
There you go.
People would be like, you're sponsored by Pepsi. Congratulations. LeBron James just tweeted at you to keep up the good fight. It's like, nah, I just wanted to break windows.
Well, this is the best time right now to kill somebody. You're wearing a mask for like the last 3 months. You can totally evade the camera system. You just hop to one house, go to another house. Now you're just a completely unidentified human being.
It's the
walking
winter
around.
time too. Hoodies, mask, it's over.
Dude, I mean, the murder rate's going pretty
It's
nuts
gonna
right
be
now.
nuts.
Is it?
this
If you
winter.
wanted to kill someone, if say there's someone like, man, I'd love to kill that guy.
I got a couple.
Yeah, dude, you just you mask up, and
Hoodie
you know
on.
you're supposed to wear a mask. You just go out of town for a little bit, come back, go to a different house, pop up here. Now the camera grid, because the camera grid is really good, and the government can actually take your Ring doorbell. They can demand Ring doorbell footage too.
They can do that now
We have more cameras in China than the United States. Hate to break it to you guys.
because of Ring.
Huh?
Because of Ring.
Well, because it's our like surveillance is a private industry, so everyone's just like, oh sweet, I can watch my thing, and you sign a thing saying like, oh, and the third parties can buy that footage too. So yeah, dude, if you kill somebody, it's like you leave the thing, they catch you getting in the car, you go here, you can do this, but yeah, if you go off the grid a little bit and you're masked up for 3 weeks, that shit kind of breaks down, pretty tight. I mean, it sucks, if people get killed and shit, but
Yeah. Yeah, it is funny that I always side with like, well, what if I want to murder someone? This isn't fair anymore.
yeah,
You know how you always get that feel like, man, it must have been so easy to commit crimes back in the day.
yeah,
It's like, what am I doing?
true. I mean,
I don't want to kill anybody now.
no,
I'm like, it's bullshit. They can fucking sell your doorbell.
yeah, man.
I mean, that is a problem.
There's not one person. I got one person I would definitely want to. I shouldn't say it publicly.
Who?
Forget it.
yeah, you definitely don't.
Who would you kill?
I wouldn't kill him anyway, so it doesn't matter.
How would you
Who?
kill this person? If
Who do you
were-
hate?
I hate this lady. I hate the lady who got my mom fired.
Oh, you want to
before.
kill a lady? That'd be tight.
I do want to kill a lady. I'm not gonna lie. She got my mom
Jesus,
fired, and
dude.
I like.
got your mom
I-
fired?
Yeah, and I harbor it like to an uncomfortable level when I think about how comfortable.
What was your mom up to?
My grandma was dying, and she was like trying to take time to go see her. So it was like a double down on like,
Murderable for sure.
Yeah, definitely murderable. So
what was the lady just like? Sorry to hear about your mom.
She
but,
was
you're
a
fired.
new boss, so she was doing new boss shit.
She was chopping heads.
Yeah. So she came in and was like, "I don't give a fuck about your sick mom. Be here or don't." And then bang.
Damn.
Yeah. So
What was your mom? Was your mom working for like the?
She was working
Was she
for
like
the
play
bank.
for the Patriots? How serious was this locker room?
Just working for the bank, man.
Really, dude? Very serious there.
Yeah.
Yeah, their hours
Like
were
in
already
their-
like 4 hours a day.
And like the call center. Yeah, it was a call
Oh,
center. Yeah.
dude, you couldn't do that from home?
Not then. This was a while ago. I'm just like this was probably like 8 years ago now, and I'm still like, I'd kill you. Like I'd feel that way. I
Good
won't
thing you're on
do
camera.
it, and I don't. I mean, I'm not gonna
Did
do
you ever
it. So I
peep
don't
her
do shit.
LinkedIn?
Huh?
Did you ever check out her LinkedIn?
I've never gotten that deep about it. I don't care. I just know like it's no part of me.
How would you do it, fantasy wise? If you ever thought about killing the lady? I'm just,
The funny thing is, I want to tell you, but I don't want.
You could say, who cares?
All you have to do is not kill her, or hopefully nobody else kills her.
Yeah, hopefully no one else.
Hopefully,
kills
no
her.
one else.
And
beats
if
her to
it
death.
doesn't match the way you said you'd kill her,
Well, he
you're
did
clear.
just say beat her to death.
Okay.
He said hopefully no one else beats her to death.
Blunt
So
out.
that's what
you're
you
talking
do.
blunt
Or
out,
just
like a
throw her
hammer.
off
You're
or
talking about
something.
taking a hammer to her head.
Nah, just bare hands. Just no, I'm playing. I'm playing. I don't know, man. I don't really.
How old is this one? Like roughly?
She's probably like not much older than us. You know what I mean?
Oh, so it's young boss.
yeah. Fireball.
Oh, this is where some real atrocities can get involved
Yeah.
in this murder.
No, I mean, this is all hypothetical. What? Don't keep giving. I don't know. This is.
Wait,
You're
what do
doing
you think?
good.
What do you
You're
think?
saying the right thing right now.
You are. As your
definitely
legal
not.
as your legal defendant, you're totally fine.
Yeah.
So
You haven't named anybody. You're just
yeah.
like a made up story about a woman that you would do things
Definitely
to
like
and
the
then murder.
what would your,
do things to it.
That's
what
not
would
what
your
I
speech
said.
be? You wouldn't kill her right away. You'd obviously be like,
Oh, you
"Do
gotta
you
say
remember
something.
me? You know who I?"
She'd be like, no.
I'd be like, I had that job for like a week. Who cares? I was just like, what are you talking about? Like,
Yeah, but I wouldn't actually murder, but that's the one in my mind. More than anything, I'm saying I wouldn't feel bad. Other things, I feel like I'd be like, that's that.
Yeah.
I'd feel like a piece of shit doing it. That I'd feel no.
The other people you'd like to murder, you're conflicted
I
about.
bet you'd be surprised how it feels after you murder someone. I bet you might feel bad after.
Yeah, maybe. But I
Yeah.
don't know.
I think
about
it would
that
be a
one.
life-changing event.
I'm sure it would
I
be.
think it would completely alter your psyche.
I tell you guys right now.
Or
it's not.
you'll know that you
No.
just doesn't bother you, and that's a whole other can of worms. You're like, that was actually pretty easy.
Yeah.
Or worse, it feels good. Like you
Yeah.
liked it. You're like,
That's
that's
true,
my
yeah.
shit.
I'm really good at this.
No, that's
You're just
true.
hard. Like, damn, this
Dude,
is my.
yeah, that's what they don't talk about with soldiers, and they like start shooting people, and they're like, "This kind of fucking rules." And there's people who come. I've talked to one guy who admitted it. He was like, "Dude, you get like a god complex.
Yeah.
Start just picking people.
That's
off.
exactly what I talked to this dude who was in Vietnam. Me and him we were at dinner, and he was talking about it. And it was at like a 90-degree this path, and he said at the point of the path where you turn, he literally bumped into some VC, bumped into Charlie. And he said it was just a race to pull out their pistols. He got his out first and shot the guy, and I was like, "Damn, what was that like?" And he like grabbed my leg at the table, and he's like, "It's fucking incredible." And I was like, "Hell yeah, yes."
I mean, if that other guy had won, he would have told the same exact story. He'd be like, "It was incredible."
Oh, so cool. Oh, it's so fucking cool. So cool earlier when I killed it.
Fuck.
All right, where are we at?
Yeah,
Time.
we're done.
Time.
Round 15.
Woo. Great.
Right. Do you have anything you want to?
Plug it up.
The PRTM podcast with me and Andy Malafarina.
Andy's getting left out. I feel bad about that. You and Lemaire have been brought in, and Andy's been on the sidelines, and I feel bad. We're gonna have to somehow get Andy involved.
Yeah. Andy's a good boy.
Andy Malafarina, he's very funny.
He's funny. We do a podcast together. He's been on like a lot of gas stuff too. So
Yeah.
they might have heard him on that.
Yes.
But just that. My Instagram is that Nate Marshall. Twitter is that Nate M.
Nice.
You want to try again? A little conviction.
Nah,
All right.
nah.
This Thursday, Friday, Saturday. See?
you sound good. I like this.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
break.
October 8th, 9th, and 10th, the Stress Factory of Bridgeport, Connecticut. The 11th, at the Stress Factory in New Jersey, in New Brunswick. Rumors circulating that we're going to film I don't know, Big J and Ari called me yesterday. We're going to film some crowd work show on the 11th. So go to that. Sunday, I don't even know if it's happening, but the 11th. Look it up. 15th, 16th, 17th. Helium Comedy Club, Philadelphia. Matt McCusker will be there.
And the 18th.
Oh, yeah, Beezer's going to be with me. We did the podcast is the 18th?
I believe so.
Yeah.
It's on a Sunday.
Podcast is the 18th. Beezer will be with me in Connecticut, Matt in Philly, and then the 23rd and 24th, Hyenas in Fort Worth and Dallas. McCusker will be at that. And then, yeah, we're not going to. Oh, the 10th and 11th of November, Zanies in Nashville, and then the 11th is Huntsville, Alabama.
Ooh.
So
Goddamn.
keep an eye out on that. I'll probably have COVID before then.
Yeah.
So we'll see if we can get to November. If I keep doing shows at this rate, I have to get COVID.
You're gonna be a super spreader.
It really is incredible.
Yeah.
Gonna be tracing COVID back to all your.
They're
show
literally
dates.
gonna be like, "What losers were at Bridgeport?"
Can you imagine if you come up for that, like,
Oh.
and then they bring back up.
Man, that would be a real bummer if the two things I was known for was being a super spreader. Who, that racist guy that killed everybody with a disease? Yeah, that guy.
You would be Columbus.
True. That would be the actual ascension. Damn, maybe. Please let me grow to Columbus stature. Please, in 400 years, people are fighting over my statue,
That'd
dude.
be awesome.
Tank him down. Matthew, what say you?
Nothing, man. I'm excited to hit the road again. dude.
Zanies,
Yep. Zanies,
Helium.
Helium.
it'll be fun.
Fuck yeah.
Those are
dude.
going to be good.
It's gonna be awesome.
They're going to be great. Hyenas.
I'm not
gonna
scared of
be great.
COVID anymore because the
Texas.
president told me not to be scared
President said take it on. You got to just take it on.
He said he felt better than he did 20 years ago. That was my favorite thing.
of it. Dude,
He's
he-
feeling
that
great.
when he told Biden China ate their lunch. Did y'all watch that? Did you
No.
watch the debate?
Oh, yeah. We
I saw
watched it.
parts of it,
Oh,
yeah.
when he was just talking about how China owns them.
But he said it like China ate your lunch.
China
But
ate your
hearing
lunch.
them say that like that,
I
I,
love
don't know. That was fun.
It's
Yeah,
such a
it's-
great phrase.
It's fucking crazy.
Well,
Let's rip.
thank you, guys.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Nathan.
Thank you. Thank y'all.